Jesus says, I have gone to prepare a place for you, and you will love it. April 26, 2015. Words from Jesus to Sister Clare, spoken by Jackie. Jesus began, In heaven I have prepared a wonderful abode for each of my precious brides. I have discriminating taste, you know. Yes, I've noticed. Boy, does he ever. He has mastered the use of color and texture beyond anything the human mind can fathom. Yes, each palace is perfect for each one of you. I have made note of all your tastes, colors, textures, animals, architecture, gardens, and natural surroundings. Some of you prefer apartment-type dwellings, and what I have prepared for you, you will love. Some of you love the desert. Wait until you see the cactus plants I have grown for you, blooming continuously with your favorite colored flowers, waterfalls and canyons, water bluer than the sky, shades of green and aqua, dancing in the water. You will love your palace. Some of you love the beach. For you, I have chosen your favorite shells in all sizes and colors, iridescent and even sparkling. Giant ferns and broad-leaved plants, stately palm trees, and fresh coconut. You will never get over the lavishness of your dwelling. And for those who love the mountain forests, well, you'll have to talk to Clare about that, or read their book. You will be utterly amazed. Heart-shaped lakes, colorful fish that love to be petted, turtles that will ride you around, exploring underwater crystals and caves. Forest animals you love will gingerly walk with you, those with their fawns, elk, bear, cougar, all your favorite animals waiting for you. Oh, how they are waiting too. Believe it or not, they are filled with expectation, waiting for their human companions. They know your name and who you are. They will communicate with you their feelings and desires to create an atmosphere of pure bliss and oneness with all of creation, just as it is written. Everything has been filled to overflowing with love, and therefore everything overflows with love. What I have waiting for you, my brides, will bowl you over in its entirety. You will indeed be dazed for days, although time is perceived differently, as you discover every little detail I have created for you. Butterflies of your favorite color, birds with elaborate plumage, bees that sing and share their honey generously, flying about in a heart shape just to tell you they are filled with my love. Those creatures man has used as symbols of evil will be revealed in their former innocence as I created them, to console you and be a part of the ecosystem, such as snowy owls, falcons, and such. In heaven there is no death or dying, but there is birth. How does that happen, Lord? It is a mystery I will not unfold to you as yet. I would like to save surprises for you after all. Okay, well, I reasoned that a pregnant animal might die, and then of course it would be restored with its young. That is one way, but there are others. Moving along, my very curious and persistent bride. I have created food for you in heaven that will replace everything you love on earth, but has its source outside of animal flesh. There is no killing of animals in heaven, not fish, bird, or mammal. As you might have guessed, heaven is enormous. There are planes within planes within planes, as Ezekiel experienced through the giant conch shell. Yes, he was swimming with the Lord, and there was an enormous conch shell lying on the sandy bottom of a lake. As he swam into it, he came to the surface and found himself in a huge green meadow with children playing and baby animals everywhere. It was such a happy place, created just to bring the children joy, and joyful it was beyond description. There are vehicles in heaven as well as horses and giant birds like the ones you saw in the Avatar movie. Although you will be able to move about in the air freely, you will not be burdened even when you walk. Everything will be totally without effort or pain. For some of you this will be a revelation, as life is so painful to you now on earth. Okay, Lord, I just gotta ask, what about keyboards? You know how I love my keyboard. The instruments you will have in heaven are light as a feather, but do an enormous amount of work, much like what you have now. But you will also be assigned angels with instruments, and any sound you desire they will be able to produce. Very spontaneously, I might add. They will hear what is in your mind and execute it flawlessly. Communication is completely supernatural. Wow, that cuts out a good 2/3 of the stress on earth. Truly, everything in heaven is effortless. Lord, will we grow too accustomed to this and begin to get bored? Oh no, there is so much exchange of gifts and communication, songs and movies. Wait, there is movie making in heaven? Yes, there is storytelling and creative outlets for sharing that will totally surpass anything on earth. And the easiest part is that they will be permanently recorded on the tapes of heaven. Tapes in heaven? Yes, a vehicle for recording permanently. Just as we have books in heaven, we have recordings, both audio and visual. However, there will be many live performances by angels who will serve as characters and helpers in the whole process. You can't even begin to imagine what I have in store for you, Clare. Wow, I've always wanted to make movies. You'll get your chance, but may I say, you will absolutely love the worship, and being a part of that, well, it will be next to impossible to pry you away from that. Oh Lord, that blesses my heart so. You know we have not gotten the opportunities to lead worship on earth that we've wanted. And my skill level, well, it needs improvement. That will not even be an issue anymore. You will hear something in your mind and immediately you will play it to perfection. Oh, this is almost too much. I know, my love, but I'm wanting to give all my brides a picture of where they will soon be, just to strengthen them for the last brief leg of the journey. You will consider that your present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in you. Truly, this scripture will be fulfilled. Well, hopefully, you will all drink in my words and gaze upon the heaven that awaits you. Tell them about our prayer time tonight. Tonight, when I came into worship after a few minutes, I felt the Lord to my right. So I looked with the eyes of my heart, and we were sitting in a freestanding love seat swing. As I leaned my head upon his shoulder and began to relax, worshipping through the music, I began to see that we were in an exquisite garden with colors and textures from a Kincaid painting, but even more beautiful with fragrances that were just intoxicating. After a few more moments of worship, I began to make out the faces of some of my favorite Christians throughout time, apostles, prophets, faithful men and women of God. I really had a longing at that point to see all of the sweet souls in our YouTube family as well. I thought if only they could see and smell this wonderful garden of souls, whom they are a part of in the Lord's heart. Someday that vision will include them, and we will all rejoice together. But for now, my sweet brides, men and women, all, take comfort that I have gone to prepare a place for you, so that we may live the true fullness of life in one another's company. Be strengthened and encouraged. I am coming soon.